Hello everyone! In this video I will show you more about working with Julia's terminal, the REPL. So right now I'm inside VS Code and I'm going to open Julia's REPL. Remember from the previous video, you can simply type Command Shift P on Mac or Control Shift P on a Windows computer, and then you should be finding this command, Julia start REPL. I'm going to make it larger, so basically I'll take the whole screen here and I will make it a bit larger for you to read. So that's Julia's command prompt. In the default mode, you should see that there is a Julia is written there in green. So the command prompt here can be used to define, to type code. Basically here I can assign a is equal to 1. Then if I ask the value of a, you will see that it will return the value 1, which was assigned at this line. Last time we've used the command prompt to print hello world, for example. So we can do this kind of basic operations here. But it's not the only way of using the command prompt. So there are many cool features in Julia, and one of them is the help. So you can access the help directly here. Remember, last week I mentioned that println is a function, and you may want to know more information about println. So when you are there in the command prompt, you can type a question mark. As soon as you type a question mark, this switches to the help mode. And there you can, for example, ask information about println. So I type println and type enter. You will see this is the documentation of the help function. It's giving you the information. It's discussing about the types and stuff like this. We will enter into more details in the next courses. But it's important for you to see how to switch to the help mode. You see one example here is basically the example we ran last time. So there is a description of what the function does and examples below. So that's it for the help mode. Another mode, which is maybe useful to some of you, it's called the shell mode. For those who are used to working with Linux or Mac computers and like to use or even the Windows shell. So if you want to use the terminal from within Julia's REPL, you can press the semicolon symbol. So now I'm there, I press semicolon, and suddenly we switch here to the shell mode. And right there, I can, for example, type shell commands like ls in Unix, and this will list some of the folders which are in the current folder, or the list of files which are in the current folder. You can do all the commands you like to do in your usual shell. Now the question is, you want to go back to the Julia mode. How do you do that? By pressing the backspace. So let's press backspace. Now we are back in Julia. I can still check if a is equal to 1. And yes, what we defined above is still okay. So this is still in the memory. So one last but very important thing to learn now is how to tune your Julia environment. So to do this, you can basically tune your Julia environment, and we will do this right now. We will add packages, and we will basically install new tools that we will be using in the following courses. So to interact with Julia's environment, you need to press the right square bracket. You can do this once you're in the Julia mode, not from the shell mode or not from the help mode. So you always need to get back to the Julia mode by pressing backspace. Once you're there, you can press the right square bracket. There we go. So we are now in package mode. What you should see there is basically the Julia version. This is the base environment of Julia version 1.9. And next to it, the command prompt, now written in blue, is PKG. This stands for packages. The tools we are going to install will be called packages. So the first command we can do now is to type status. Status will list all the packages that are installed currently in your base environment. In my case, I'm using Julia quite a lot, so if I type status right now, I will see a lot of packages. So in your case, it should be empty. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to emulate an empty environment. The line I'm going to type now, you don't need to do it. Please don't do it. By typing activate --temp, I'm just creating a temporary package. If I type status now, it should be empty as in your case. So now what we want to do is to install a package. We are going to install several packages during the course, and the first one we want to install is called plots. Plots will be a toolbox that contains a lot of functions we will use for visualization, for creating diagrams, graphics, any kind of cool visualization. So we are going to install plots. To do this, you need to be, again, remember, in the package mode. So this is you have to see package written here, and you use the command add. Now we need to type the name of the package we want to add. The package is named plots. This is case sensitive, so take care that the P here should be an uppercase P. You need to be connected to the internet to install plots. It will take some time for you. Don't worry, it will be all right. Once the whole installation step is finished, you can type again status, and then you will know whether plots has been installed successfully. So now plots is listed here. So in this video, you learn different aspects of using the Julia terminal, the REPL, and the most important one, I think, is to interact with the package manager just as we did right now. Now you have the plots package which is installed, and in the next video we're going to do a couple of exercises using plots.